So I haven't made a video in quite a while now, but I'm back with a new hoodie, a new look, and a few upgrades to the channel. If you do enjoy this content, why not subscribe? It's completely free. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So when I saw the trailer of this video, there was only one thing that made me want to watch it. And that thing was a man. And that man's name was Sacha Baron Cohen. Some of his other projects I really enjoyed, like Borat or Bruno or Ali G.
What's up with that vanilla face?
So when I saw him making another movie, I just thought I have to watch this. Not that I expected it to be anything like those other movies, I just enjoy Sacha's form of comedy.
Damien's about to get exactly what he deserves.
So this movie starts with this guy named Damien, and he's an advertising executive, which in movie language means he's rich, spends all his time on speedboats, and has a personality of a wet garbage can. Now he needs to land a massive beer account with Guinness, but they tell him, "Hey yo mate, you don't have any women in high positions." So instead of doing actual corporate work, Damien just lies and says, "Oh yeah? Well, we totally just promoted this female creative director." Oh my word, I'm just gonna stop with the voice acting. I try to go for an Ali G accent there.
Does you think that women should have equal rights in the workplace?
But then that TikTok accent just came out. It's like, "Hello, little princess." My goodness, so cringe.
Well, princess, have you checked the weather forecast?
So now Damien needs to promote a woman, and instead of doing interviews and finding the best person for the job, he just gets an alphabetical list and hires the first person on there.
So you want me to categorize our employees for a promotion based on gender and or race?
No, just on gender.
And that person was Alex Fox.
I'm sorry. I know I've only been here 20 years and I don't regret taking time off to raise my child at all, but it has been hard.
Alex has been working there for 20 years. And Damien has never even heard of her existence. Now at first Alex was super excited to be promoted. Obviously anyone would be excited to be promoted. But she thought that she was being promoted because of her excellent work. And she thought she was getting a promotion because she thought that Damien read through her advertising campaign. Which he didn't.
Alexandra Fox.
Perfect. Set up a meeting so I can give her the good news.
So Alex is invited into Damien's office so they can have a meeting with all of the other male junior staff, and she quickly realizes that her opinions are being completely ignored. So she immediately quits because she actually has self-respect. And Damien chases after her outside, not to apologize or get her back, but he likes to rub salt in the wound, and he chases after her so that he can fire her. And as you can probably tell, the movie's going in the direction of the cliche, typical CEO, stubborn man, boss who never cares about women and takes them for granted and blah blah blah. So Damien runs after Alex and he chases her outside into the street, and then he completely misses this giant metal pole that's right in front of his face. And he goes to this office every single day and he's never noticed this giant pole right here in this exact position that never moves ever. And somehow, out of all the space he has, he decides to run directly into this giant metal pole, and he bonks his head and it knocks him out. So then Damien wakes up in the exact same spot, but everything is slightly off. He goes back to his office and discovers he's been transported into an alternate universe where women rule absolutely everything. Now you might think that a parallel matriarchy might have a completely different societal structure, but yeah, no, none of that. The movie just does a direct copy and paste role reversal.
If women ruled the world, there would be no wars.
The fast food chains are literally called Burger Queen and Five Gals. And the billboards show half-naked men modeling underwear and fast food. So Damien goes to his office and finds Alex is now his boss, sitting in his old chair, while his old male CEO is now a meek little assistant serving coffee. At this point, Damien is completely losing his mind, screaming at everyone and causing a scene. So a random guy known as the Pigeon Man approaches him in the park. This guy was also sucked into this universe 9 years ago, and instead of finding a way home, he just hangs out with pigeons, and that's why he's known as the Pigeon Man. The Pigeon Man tells Damien that the only way to escape this universe is to successfully navigate it and become the CEO of the company, because of course it is. So Damien tries his usual strategy of aggressively flirting with the female chief executive, Felicity. Now, of course she just ignores him, but the reason she ignores him is because he apparently looks like a scrub. Damien's sister tells him that if he wants women to take him seriously in this world, he needs to actually look hot. So Damien decides to undergo the ultimate male glow up in this universe. He starts dieting, buys a bunch of ridiculously tight male lingerie from a store called Victor's Secret. He also goes to get his entire body waxed as he screams in agony while they rip the hair off his chest. He even gets fillers with which backfires entirely because now he has to walk around the office with a massive ridiculous waddle. Later, CEO Felicity invites Damien over to her house for a meeting, which is just an excuse for her to lounge around in a bathrobe and objectify him. She demands that he dance for her, so he reluctantly puts on a full cowboy outfit and starts doing a goofy routine. He does the absolute most, but right as she reaches her peak excitement, she suddenly drops dead on the spot. She just straight up dies. Instead of calling an ambulance like a normal human being, Damien just panics because his ticket to the top job is now gone. Now Alex is in line for the CEO position, so Damien tries to sabotage her by sending her on a wild goose chase to a dentist appointment with his sister, but then they end up driving together and arguing the entire time about who deserves a job. The argument gets so heated that it completely flips into an aggressive romantic tension and they randomly end up sleeping together. Then the next morning, Alex tries to pull the classic sneak out of bed quietly move that Damien used to do to the woman in his past life. Karma comes at you fast. Then right after that, Alex gets the official call that she's the new CEO. Damien throws a massive temper tantrum about how the corporate world is rigged against men, so Alex just instantly fires him right then and there.
My first act as CEO is to fire you.
Naturally, Damien goes to a lawyer and files a wrongful dismissal lawsuit against the company. The lawsuit starts absolutely wrecking the agency's business, but Damien refuses to reveal that they slept together, which somehow proves that he's, I guess, changing for the better. Then Alex finds out that Damien hasn't told anyone about the night between them and realizes she actually loves him. Okay. Then she rushes out to find him, but right as they're talking, Damien finds out that he's somehow getting that CEO job anyways. Now I guess that Damien is also in love with Alex because instead of being excited that he got the role of the CEO, he instead starts chasing Alex to apologize to her or tell her how he feels. But he knows that he has limited time left because he's fulfilled his mission and he's about to be sent back to his own reality. And just as he's begging the universe to keep him a little bit longer so he can talk to Alex, he immediately loses his footing, falls over and cracks his head open on the floor again. He wakes up right back in his original universe, but because he spent the last hour and a half experiencing role reversal satire, he's suddenly a completely reformed man. He runs back into the office, stops his old boss from being a creep, tracks down the original Alex at her house and gives her a massive raise along with his own office, and she accepts. I mean, of course she does. It's a huge bonus and more money and a better office. Who's not gonna accept that? So she pitches a genius Guinness campaign and the movie ends with the Pigeon Man targeting his next victim to send into the Shadow Realm. If you enjoyed this video, why not hit that subscribe button? It's completely free. And let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.